Polyalphabetic substitution. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay, buckle up. We got some reading to do. Polyalphabetic ciphers attempt to fix the flaws of the monoalphabetic cipher by using more than one substitute alphabet. This renders frequency analysis useless, as a single cipher symbol can now represent multiple different plain text letters. God damn it. The most commonly used polyalphabetic cipher is the Vigenère cipher. Due to its ease of use, first a keyword is selected, such as key. The first letter of the plain text message is enciphered by rotating its position 11 places. Hispaniola was the correct answer. Isn't that ridiculous, Sarum? I can't, man, I don't even know what's going on with my life anymore. I don't know what's going on. It's just every advanced puzzle is just going to be some crapshoot. Skal, I love having you around, man. Please don't go away. The first letter of the plain text message is enciphered by rotating its position 11 places in the alphabet. The second letter is rotated 5 places, and the third 25 places. I'm lost. This makes cracking the cipher much more difficult, but not impossible. The first step in cryptanalyzing a Vigenère cipher is to determine the keywords, I might be mispronouncing that, is to determine the keyword's length. Begin by looking for repeated sequences of letters in the cipher text. When a repetition occurs, it is likely that the same plain text letters have been enciphered using the same key letters. The longer the repeated phrase is, the more sure of this we can be. If you then count the distance between the start of each repeated phrase, we know the key must fit precisely in this space. By comparing many of these gaps and looking for a common length that would fit in all, we can determine the probable key length. Once the key length is known, the text can be split up into a set of monoalphabetic ciphers according to which key letter was used during encipherment, and then solved as usual. What? Jesus Christ. Oh. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, there's only 3 puzzles. So this is just telling us, that Flash is the cipher. Okay. So now we have 2 layers, okay? We have 2 layers here. And I don't think we need the frequencies now seems to be kind of a moot point, right? We can probably just transition out of that. So if so first we need to see what, so Flash, first let's get Flash. So F is 6, L is 12, A is 1, obviously, S is 19, H is 8. So there's gonna be 5 alphabets shifted in their corresponding. Now the question is, which one do I use for what? Okay, so we have F at 6, L at 12, A at 1, S at 19, H at 8, which means they're shifted in that way, right? So Z would be shifted to the right, would be shifted 6, right? That's the idea? I think that's the idea, right? I think I'm understanding that a little bit. I think I'm understanding that correctly. So we have F equals 6. So this is a polyalphabetic substitution. So F equals 6. So let's go Z, then we'll go, from Z, we go 6 to the side. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we go 6 to the side. So we're looking at, so what you're doing is you're taking Flash as a keyword, and you're, here, look, like this. We're using Flash as a keyword. So for example, if key is a keyword, we have 3 alphabets, 3 codes. And what we've done is we've taken the words, we've taken the letters, and we've just shifted them over. So you'll notice the top line of each one of these is just the alphabet, A through Z. But then each one is shifted the amount of shift of the letters placement in the alphabet. So K is, as it mentions right here, K is 11. See right there, K is 11, E is 5, and Y is 25. Those are their placements in the alphabet. So they've been rotated that many places to the right. Okay? That's the idea. They've been rotated that many places. So K, and then you just apply that over and over to the letters. So what we're gonna do here, we have 5. Our keyword is 5 letters, and they're all shifted, they're all rotated 1 to the side to encrypt. So Z would be F. So what you do is you would take ZTVGL. That's gonna be the first 5 letters of Flash's key that's applying to that. So F, 6 to the right on the alphabet. So Z, we need to go 6 to the right of what Z is. So we go Z, we go A, B, C, D, E, F, right? So F is gonna be our first F is our first one. Now we have T. Now L is the 12th. We need to go to the side 12 spots for T. So U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F. Well, that's not right. Do I need to go the other way? Do I need to go the other way? Am I going backwards? I think I'm going the wrong way. Oof is all I will say. Hey man, you gotta try. That's how we're gonna figure it out, that's for sure. Z will always decode to the letter in the keyword. Look at the last column there. Oh, you're right. Z will always decode to the key. Yo, that's a really good observation. So that means how many letters do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19. So that's going to end on an S. So the beginning of our word is F. The end of our word is S. How exciting. ZKRU goes to FQXA. There's an X. A word. Wait, one of them starts with X. Ooh, uh-oh. That's crazy. First three are correct. So FQX. Okay. So we got F, Q, X. Okay. So now let's do, and we got the A's. That's WCIP. WCIP there. So if we go to L, L is 12. Let's do H because H is a little bit shorter. We could probably start to see something develop. So H is 8, right? So T needs to go forward 12, right? Plus 12. Wait. That's what this is for. So F, Z, FZ is F. K equals 11. So if we have K here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've been going the wrong way. It goes the other way. It goes the other direction. I'm bad. It just goes the other direction. I'm going the wrong way. They're showing us how to encrypt by going to the right, so if you decrypt, you go to the left. Got it. So maybe I am doing this correctly by going through this cipher here, the square. Cranky, the answer starts with T. Okay, so FZ. So if you go F, FZ is T. Okay, and then what do we have here? FR is L. Already got that. LU is I. Cranky, what am I messing up, dude? I spelled light. I split it into fives, and one of them spells light, so I got excited. Okay, so that seems to make sense. Now the next one is T. So look at the F row, then find the Z, and row F, then look up. Go to the Z and then up. Okay, that's what I did. It's T. Okay, I did that for all of this, and I got Thulv Errand Lightnijbaja. So my L, okay, hold on, I just need to do this. So the S to G, SG, 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 SG is N. Oh my God, I just suck. Got it. So here's what I got. I'll show you what I got because I just mess up and suck at the cipher right now. I got Fulverend Lightnj. So I just got a little off, but okay, we're good. Good job, guys. That makes sense. I misused the cipher. Okay, so now we can let's take another snippy snap. CVL looks like our code here. The 3-letter key is CVL, if I'm understanding this correctly. So, let's just go through it. If the key is bax, then the answer would be Begin by looking for repeated sequences of letters in the ciphertext. The representation is likely that the same plaintext letters have been enciphered using the same key letters. The longer the repeated phrase is, the more sure of this we can be. If you then count the distance between the start of each repeated phrase, we know the key must fit precisely in this space. By comparing many of these gaps and looking for a common length that would fit in all, we can determine the probable key length. Once the key length is known, the text can be split up into a set of monoalphabetic ciphers according to which key letter was used during encipherment and then solved as usual. That's what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. CVX isn't the key, correct. CVL. CVL is not the key. If you count the distance between the start of each repeated phrase. No, it doesn't punish you if you put the wrong answer in. By the start of each repeated phrase, we know the key must fit precisely in that space because the first one would have to be on the first thing of both of those. Okay. According to which key letter was used during encipherment, but we don't know that. We don't know how do we know what key letter? How do we know what key letter was used during encipherment? Oh, because of the gap. The gap tells us the letter. Oh my poop. CVL is a separate, so as soon as we get our code, we're good. We're good. Oh. Okay, so Jada thing was 15, right? Jeez. But you're saying, okay. So are you saying that it could be that the cipher or the key, I'm sorry, would start with A, C, E, assume JCW equals the most common English word, but then that doesn't make sense because I'm looking right here, and that means that the key would start with P, which is a 16. Where do we get a 16 from for the P for the key? Because then J would go up to T, and then that means that C, we need C to equal H, so we go into our code for C on H, so there's H, then we go down to C, which would put U at 21, so P, U, and then if we go W needs to equal E, so go over to E, then we go down to W, and that's R. Per? Okay, so let's just go through it then. Okay, let's go through it. Here we go. So we got P. Now we got R. We're doing our encryption for R down on the bottom. We got RL. We have RS. Keep in mind, I'm only going for the back, right? VGS, so RS. RS is A. RF is N. And last but not least, RL for Rocket League is T. Well, so here's what we got hung up on here, okay? Here's what got hung up on. Here's the issue. The issue was we were too convinced. We were too convinced that everything had to mean something. Everything had to mean something. The cat sat flat on the mat. The cat sat flat on the mat. The cat sat flat on the mat. And then we're looking at the right side here. These three are bolded, so that was what we need to actually input for the code. Okay, are you guys ready for the advanced one? Guys, are we gonna break the chain of how we're solving these advanced puzzles? Oh, Jesus. So what in the bottom we're gonna note are what we need our answer to be. PVL RNPDWF. Okay? So that's good. PVL RNPDWF. What we need to find is pattern. What we need to find is a pattern. What is our pattern for our code? Yikes. So what we need is we actually need to find another LU that has a gap that's similar. We need to find another LU that has a smaller than 30. Are you saying you found a 12? Where's the 12? Because that would give us a consistent factor of 3, which means our key code would be 3. That would be sick, Cranky. Where's the 12 though? We got 6 and 3. So let's do. So we got LU3, LUE, and that's going to be 6 or 3. So we have a couple options. We can either divide up this whole this whole shenanigan into 3 and 6, right? Split it and start seeing what we come up with. Okay, another one in the 6th row, and it looks like another one. That was 3. There's got to be another one, right? I missed one. LU could equal, yep, of it is. It could also equal that TH connection, since that's the most used diagram in the English language. It could, if it was TH, it could be, you know, into the, then, there, thought, though, than, then, like, it could go in a lot of directions. So I wonder if LU does equal that. It certainly would make sense. Excuse me. Are you saying that one of your gaps is from the first one to the last one? Like that gap in between? Is that what you're saying? And that's your 4 gaps all divisible by 6? That's what you're saying. Never mind. I got you, man. I got you. We're on the same page. So if we're narrowing it down, it could be 3 and 6. We got 30 on LU up on top. Let's go through all our LUs then. Go through all the LUs. These are in columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 30 across. It's 30 across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 by 10. Our grid is 30 by 10. How exciting. Look at how many L's start here on the left. In that left row. Look at how many Y's are on the right side as well. In that line of that 30. So if we go from the last LUE, 38, 138. What is 138 divided by 3 and 6? There, 2, 12. Yep, it's divided by, okay, 138 is divided by 6 and 3, too. I'm pretty sure at this point we can assume that our key is either 3 or 6 long. Key equals 3 or 6. We can say that with confidence. So if we all operate under that, guys, let's go the LUE is THE. Let's go the LUE is THE then. So that's good. So if we're applying our, so whatever LUE, so let's look at what LUE does for THE, okay? Let's look at what LUE can do for THE. So how do we get there? So we go L goes to T with an F. L goes to T with an F. U goes to H with a C. And then E goes to E. E goes to E with J. But that would be the Cypher. I'm doing this backwards. Hold on. We're trying to get the code. Hold on. I'm doing this wrong. We need to go the other way. So L is out here. So I need to go L out here. And we're going to T. L out here to T. So we need to go here, go to L. So that's R. I did that wrong. So you had mentioned it starts with RM and you didn't feel confident with that, but that's the code, right? Now PUR isn't a word necessarily. Like, I mean, I think the key doesn't have to be a word. I think it would actually be more difficult if it wasn't a word, right? So that would make sense. Just to see, this is just to see if the actually is working here. Z to L. I spelled Zil, I spelled Zil, Zap, Oljif. Oh, that's not it? What a bummer. Damn. So we already did, so RMZ isn't quite operating the way that we would want it to there. So if we think the keyword is 3 letters, we need to divide the encrypted text up into groups of 3 letters, correct. So if we're doing LU and LUE, we have the L is in the puzzle, so we're going to L. Letters fit the pattern, TH, THE, AN, AND, IN, and ING. Lu isn't the or and. So then we would want to do ING. Okay. Okay. So if we try ING then, if we look at LUE equals ING, then let's try to go through this with ING. Okay, I can do this. So let's just go ahead and go through this real quick. So if we're operating that, this needs to equal that. Then we go L. L needs to be operating to I. So we go to I, find L. That gives us that. Then we go from U to N. So we need N to be U. We got that. So then we have CGB as key. So we can go CP M. We can go GV I think I may have done one of this wrong. Because it started to spell a word, and then it started to not spell a word anymore. So I'm gonna, let me check my work real quick. Okay, so first let's check my coding. There we go. There we go. All right, so now let's do our answer. There we go, baby. Let's go. Huh. The key is CGX. The key is CGX. CGX is the key. We took LUE and we applied it to what was suggested for 3 possible most common words. That is THE, AND, and ING. So then, after doing that, LUE to THE, and then running PVL, RNP, DWF as our needed solution here through THE as transcribed from LUE, the code turned out gibberish. We did AND, code turned out gibberish. We did ING, code turned out the thing.